Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Last time we left off, we're here talking to Mr. Victor Kudo, and right now we're kind of testing his memory about what actually happened at the time of the incident. So, hopefully we can actually catch him up and see what's going on here. It seems like we're a little bit more and more helping Maggie in a sense, but then the evidence is still there, so let's see what he has to say about the left hand or right hand. The boy was wearing an earpiece in the same size as the green lens on his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the coffee, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. We know the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? Inside the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HD TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but it doesn't matter. I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts, in good old black and white. Alright, well... And see, the thing is, I don't think those are... He said, because since Glenn Alga was a programmer, he used that device or whatever. The thing is, I program too. I'm not good at it at all, but, I could program, but I don't have anything like that. I'm pretty sure that technology somewhat doesn't exist. So you never know. They could be working on it right now. Like, I'm pretty sure, I read an article where I believe MIT students or just MIT in general, they're working on, like, wearable computers. If you've ever seen, like, Iron Man, like, when he's all messing around with, the holograms, if you want to say it in a sense. They says basically those are wearable computers and they project images, whatever. Yeah. I digress. Either way, let's go ahead and do this kind of testimony here. So, I'm not really sure. I forgot exactly what I can do with it here. He said he was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. So, saying he was fidgeting with the spectacles, I guess. Let's take a look here. Now, wait a minute here. He wore an HMD over his left eye, and his left eardrum was ruptured. And he said that, there's something going on here. I'm presenting this. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there's something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing an earpiece in the same size as HMD. Right? No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was the left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so, because if you guys remember, well, yeah, he says it's on the left side, but his earpiece is on the left side. Why would he have that earpiece on the left side? What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Eh? Traces of medication from his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible for the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pigeon! Yeah, what's going on here? Is that his way of breaking down? Order! 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 The witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece where he knew from when the eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Kudo? Ugh! A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic that is in this cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, Are you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which potassium cyanide was found. The mark in the rib clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. That lad drank his Javachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. Took a sip of the cup with held in his right hand, and switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The fact still stands. With one hand and the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this! Sadly, Mr. Kudo, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory was credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. Poof! I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I'm satisfied the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. We knew that was gonna happen. Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks that blue suit a young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, but I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you old young shark. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. Well, what have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the coffee you want if you come to my house after a trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man! That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet! Much, much quicker! I can't believe this is happening. Ha ha ha! You better get ready, youngster! I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Oh, that's a nice little joke there. Alright. Here's the final testimony. The final showdown. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one slip of his cappuccino. Javachino, whatever he wants to call it. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh? Okay. Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Eh? You're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor defenseless old man? No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. And I burp. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what, probably? That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this. I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain. That's what. That's all you can think of. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. All right. So let's think about this here. He says that he was being clumsy. I don't. You can't really call it being clumsy if you die. I mean, geez. So he upset the vase and knocked it right over. But the thing is, don't we have a crime photo here? Yeah, here we go. Here's a crime photo. But look at that! The vase is right there, perfectly standing. That doesn't make any sense. It's a contradiction. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. Huh! So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there. Intact! Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? Oh no! I'm no granddad of yours, Hopscotch! Ow! Ow! Enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. No! What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes? Go on. The broken vase! It was on my table. What? Ah, well, you see, it startled me when that young man collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to completely soaked. I did need to know that. Yeah, everyone's like, oh god, why the hell did I just hear that? Or what was the whole point of that? Complete silence. Well, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Ah! Wait! Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I've got more to say! Oh yes, I remember something else! Bailiff! Escort the witness out of the courtroom! Wait! Listen to me! Goodbye. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the witness in question. However, additionally, there are two disparities in testimony we've heard thus far. The mark on a coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from. He's most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into a statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. Prosecution doesn't need props like that. Kudo's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you go. Here we are, then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Kudo's. Yes, Your Honor. Well, let's see what testimony it is exactly. Oh, that just says I'm sorry. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. This court is adjourned. Alright, guys. Well, that was today's court proceedings. We definitely learned a lot here, and we definitely helped Maggie in a sense. I mean, she's not declared guilty yet, and hopefully she won't be ever. And there's a lot of new information we got to go by. But next time, I guess we're just going to go ahead and do some more investigating. See what else we can find out. So, as usual, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. See you guys later.